Hey, this is Shmuel. I'm a web designer and project manager here at Talmudico, and today I'm going to be showing you the website redesign that we did for Daytona Magic, which is a magic shop selling cards, coin magic, stage magic, everything magic. They have a retail store at the heart of Daytona Beach where they attract a lot of tourists as well as locals, but they've also had an online shop for several years, probably about 10 years or so, where they've been selling magic online to the entire US and internationally as well. They're actually one of the largest online magic shops in the world with over 20,000 magic items. So, as you can see on the screen, this is from Wayback Machine, what their old website used to look like. You'll notice it looks fairly outdated in terms of the design, where everything here is fairly narrow. No content is coming out to these wider regions of the page. A lot of the graphics look a little retro. Everything looks very small. This text here, the images, you can't really see what's going on here. You have all these categories taking up a lot of valuable space. The navigation here is also not super easy to follow because it's not very heavily focused on the shopping itself. And also you can see at the bottom of the homepage, it's just very wordy here. And also, once again, a lot of the graphics are a little out of date. And the other issue with this website here is it's not mobile optimized at all. It was made around 2010 or somewhere around that time. And as you can see, when we make the screen narrower for a mobile device, the whole site completely does not adjust, which would make it literally unusable on a mobile device. And according to the analytics, about half or even a little bit above half of the traffic that comes to this website is mobile. So obviously it's extremely important for any website, but especially for an online shop like this that really depends on all its customers having a great experience. And lastly, their SEO, their Google rankings were not very great. They were actually, when we took over, they weren't even ranking for their own name. Likely this was due to the fact that their website was not mobile responsive, and they must have had some kind of penalty, but they were not ranking at all, even for their name. Their traffic was completely going down right when we took over, actually. So let's go ahead and take a look at the new website we made for Daytona Magic. So this is the new Daytona Magic website, which the first thing you'll notice is just the content is much wider, much more modern. Things are a lot larger. We have our nice big headline here: magic tricks, magic supplies, clown supplies, and more. And we also have a couple products here featured on a slider, but they're big enough that you can still go ahead and get a good look at the products themselves. And this way their common customers can go ahead and see what's recently been added to the shop. Here we have the Welcome to Daytona Magic, some information about the shop, some featured categories, some selling points. Here we have some popular items. And the footer, we also have a sign up to our email list, which we didn't even heavily promote here, but over time, because there's so many people visiting the site, many hundreds of people signed up over the course of a year, which is very good. The other thing you'll notice on the navigation is we have About, Shop, Newest Magic, and Best Sellers. So we added it in a new category called Best Sellers to really help guide their visitors, because they do have over 20,000 products. It's very important that people don't just get lost clicking next, browsing through a bunch of different products. So giving them best sellers allows them to kind of see what products we would kind of recommend to them. Then we have the 2021 convention. They have an annual magic convention, which is very important for them. And the blog, that's something a new page that we added, a new feature to their website to help with their SEO as well. So, and in the navigation, the other thing we did is we made it a drop down here, so someone doesn't have to, on their old website, it was a two-step process where someone would have to click on Shop Magic, and only then could they select the category here. But by having this drop down, people can very quickly get into the category they're interested in, such as card magic. And then our category pages themselves, once again, obviously here you have your main shop component where people can get the product, add products to cart, etc. But at the top, we also once again added this best-selling card magic tricks and featured a couple card magic tricks at the top to once again try to guide people and give them some direction while they're browsing through 392 pages. And actually, we find that a lot of their customers do very much enjoy scrolling through, browsing in, clicking on products and seeing what's in stock. Also, we added some cool features to the search at the top. It's auto search, which is a nice little touch. So if someone was looking for bicycle cards, for example, they can, once they start typing, some search results will already begin to display, and that'll take them to the product page directly so they can go ahead and place their order. And let me show you what the blog looks like, which once again, that's mainly for SEO purposes and to be able to consistently keep their customers up to date. So we also included a blog. And you'll also notice we have this banner here to visit our super sale website, magiconsale.com. They actually recently launched a magiconsale.com, which we created for them, which basically has hundreds of magic items at a very, very discounted rate. And they keep that updated and maintained to always have up-to-date special deals on magic. And the other thing about the website that's obviously really, really important is that it's completely mobile responsive and optimized for all device sizes. So someone who's viewing this website from a phone, for example, still gets an incredible experience. So everything adjusts accordingly. These newest products used to be here on the right, instead it moves below, and everything else is adjusted to really fit nicely into the dimensions of the screen. So that's obviously extremely important because, like I mentioned, so much of their traffic is coming from mobile devices, just like any website. So it's so important that that's taken care of and done correctly. But after launching their new website, obviously their customers were very happy. They get a much better website to browse and to use. And also, I guess you could say Google was very happy with it because their Google rankings increased tremendously to the point, like I mentioned, they were previously really losing a lot of traffic to their website. Specifically, they weren't even ranking for their own name. So when someone would go to Google and type in Daytona Magic, their website itself wouldn't even show up. So that was obviously a very big deal because by optimizing the website for mobile responsive, making sure that it loads quickly and making sure that people are having a good experience on it definitely plays an important role. And also from an SEO perspective, we had to take care of a lot of other things, such as redirecting like 20,000 products from their old website to make sure people who have those old links get to this new website, which is also very important in maintaining Google rankings. So I hope you learned something from this. We've been working with Daytona Magic now for a couple years, and we're actually recently started taking a bigger lead in doing some marketing for them through Facebook and Google Ads. So we're looking forward to see continued results there. And if you're in need of getting an e-commerce website done or any other web project, definitely go ahead and contact us, Talmudico.com, or you could email me directly, Shmuel at Talmudico.com, SHMUEL, and we'd be happy to discuss your project.